Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rayge, and we are back today with our weekly reset video to help you guys go through all the events that are coming up this week, in addition to the ones that are wrapping up to help you best prepare. Now, as per usual, if you enjoy the videos like this, please give the channel a sub and like, and as well for future videos just like this. Now, without further ado, let's get started, guys. First and foremost, didn't see that, didn't claim this challenge there. First and foremost, we want to always start with the ones that are wrapping up to know that we're not missing out on anything, and then we'll talk about the ones that have been announced in the blog to essentially help us prepare for the coming week. Now, milestones, there's only a couple that are actually wrapping up here. As you can see, Fantastic Surge has been a recurring one from the intel from Command Center, so nothing to do there. The Hood Rise is already wrapped up this weekend, so it's great we don't have to deal with that, but there's going to be a new one that does turn over actually here. Fifth Force, this is the one you want to be paying attention to, guys, because as you can see, time recording, we have less than 10 hours remaining here because this is actually tied back to Franklin Richards. Now remember, your ranking here might be better than what you think because they need to factor in all the folks that do have Mr. Fantastic unlocked, and they're going to be adding points based on that unlock here, right? Because we were able to take advantage of that quote-unquote bug, but they are patching it up in the sense that everyone's going to get a top-up points at the end here. So to be honest, I don't know where I'm going to rank. I'm probably more in the 5,000, 6,000 range, depending on how many folks actually unlock Mr. Fantastic. But honestly speaking, I think anywhere in the 6,000 range is nice because you get at least, one piece of your bio resources rare, right? Remember, they usually cost about 25 per to complete, so I think anywhere in the 6,000, 7,000 range would be great, just to help us reduce the farming that we need to do for bio gear for gear 220. Any better, great, but again, we knew that this was probably going to be the likely outcome because of it being such a significant event. And then obviously for those that are able to land in the top 4,000, there is a diamond associated with Franklin Richards, which is nice because we know with these Fantastic Four characters, they're coming into the week. And speaking of Franklin Richards, guys, that is something we can cover here. He is going to be coming now officially on July 24th. So on the Thursday, in just a few more days to prepare. So in the meantime, guys, make sure you're saving all your power cores. As you can see, just a little over 7k, but usually the average to unlock a character completely free to play using power cores, similar to how we saw the other characters getting included here, is that 8 to 10,000 range, right? Remember, Mr. Fantastic is still here, Invisible Woman is still here, but the nice thing about Invisible Woman is I have been farming her as well. Oops, excuse me, my voice just broke there randomly. Invisible Woman has already been farming in the Intel store here, so you guys can take advantage of that. So I already used my cores last week to unlock Mr. Fantastic, so I'm going to be in a good spot, guys. I'm going to be in a good spot for Arena. I suspect it's just very, very similar to what we saw with Annihilators getting released. We're going to get a little bit of a lull with folks building them up, and then you're going to see lots of versions of them in the Arena team pushing us down. And guys, remember, this is where we want to capitalize on Arena, because ideally you want to be sitting in this I would say top 20, top 50 range. Anywhere north of, anywhere at 400 or more cores per day is kind of where the maximal value is. You start getting diminishing turns in that 50 to 100 range, as we even kind of saw with the events that were happening, especially tied back to the unstable cells. Also remember, guys, the unstable cells, there is a massive store or something that they're adding to here with the way of the orbs, as we saw in the data mines. So not this week, the following week, we're going to be able to finally use these unstable cells. So I think we're still having this week to be able to earn them, but just something to be on the lookout for, that we're going to be able to use this hopefully for some more gear tier 20 pieces as well. That'll be massive here. So definitely take advantage of that, guys. Also, before the reset, guys, remember, if you're logging in today, don't claim any of this. Make sure you're saving here, especially if you're like myself, you already completed the strike pass. Well, there's no point in using these hard-earned kind of objectives here already on the current one. Wait for the reset to happen, and then that way you can use it there. So that's pretty pivotal there. The only other thing I would mention that's wrapping up here is, remember, always check the command center. Nothing happening here with the finale month, because this one actually lasts for the full month, as you can see, but the daily stuff and the weekly, this is what you want to be paying attention to, making sure that you're using Franklin Richards or doing the showcase for him, and then you should have already earned the unstable cells from the Arena and Battle Lab. And then these other ones here, essentially just using some of the older OG Fantastic Four characters. But again, this one's nice because you still have actually 14 days remaining. King in Black, in case you wanted to milk some of the red stars being available for null, remember you still have a few more hours here. We also have this last Harbinger one where if you earned any kind of gold by just playing the game, you would have been able to earn all this, right? Now remember, I think this was where folks were having an issue with, because you actually needed to be doing quite well in Arena. I think you needed to be at least in the top 20 to actually get all the way to the very bottom. So there was some discontent there. Obviously, we had no issues because we're usually in the top 10, top 20. And then as well, making sure that this is the last day to do a raid, because for the 100 shards of the hood here, you have to make sure that you do raid for 7 days in a row, not missing a single beat, and you would have got the 100 shards free right there. So that's it from an event standpoint. That's wrapping up, guys. Now let's talk about the ones that are actually turning around here. And I think Battle Lab is also, yeah, Sword Battle Lab also ends in about 11 hours. We still have a little bit of time there. And then making sure you guys are claiming some of these showcase things because they're still ongoing here. But what I did cover, guys, in my last week's video, and you'll see it here as well, there's a couple of things also turning around. The Quasar event is coming back. Quasar event here, he's actually going to be available for the first time as a 7 red here in milestone 13 at 1.7 million points. I think last time we ended at 1.5 based on where we got to, but to be honest, I think the way they designed it is that you're going to need to invest in the accursed team, right? And that's why you see here, guys. To be honest, I made my past video on this as well, but I don't think I'm going to be investing in the accursed, because you need the accursed team to get through a certain section, and then you also need Fantastic Four. Obviously, we'll have them built up because of the meta, but you know, just look at some of the characters I have here, guys. The only reason Mortal's built up is because I'm actually strongly considering him into my Age of X progression for cosmic villains. Otherwise, you have to ask yourself this, right? Is the investment of these other characters, honestly, if you have them built up already, then great. You don't even need to make that assessment. But for myself here, is that 7 red on Quasar actually worth it for all that investment? And I'm making that decision right now is a probable no. I'll see how it goes. I'm going to see if there's a way that we can just override that. Maybe we don't need to build the curse, but I think they're smart enough now to design events where you have to build a team to unlock that. So that's what you have to weigh, guys, because with the events right now, we can already see it. Is this milestone here at the very end with the 7 red, is that good enough for you? The Crimson Gear, as well as the 7 red on Quasar. So that's something to be able to look out for. That's going to be coming around the quarter. It'll be for a hero for a few weeks as well. We have a mini showcase Fantastic Force. So that's going to be adding to everything that we've already seen. And we also know there's actually a Fantastic Four Danger Room coming up this week as well. So that's definitely something to be excited for, guys. And then last but not least, in the update there, we also did see here that Thunderbolts, there was an update on the Thunderbolts team. So respectively, they are actually now getting added into bumps. As per the blog anyways, their red stars, diamonds are going to the intel. So you'll see that very, very similar to what we've already seen with the Vigilante team, where you can purchase your diamonds right here. So that's around the corner, guys. That is it in a nutshell, guys. Let me know if I missed anything, but I think that's what's going to be covering it. Keep an eye on the command center when the things turn over, as we confirmed in the data mines. There's going to be some new things coming around, and I suspect there's also a massive, there should be some opportunities for more shards Fantastic Four because of the way that they're doing this added showcase here. So keep an eye on that, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you for your time as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.